So they'll be calling you radical. I did this video in this exact place in January, 60,000 views, and you didn't want to hear it from me. Oh, he's a liar. He's blah, blah, blah. I told you, straight up, the King Salmon run, the Chinook, and I tagged it that way. It's going to be emergency close. It's a catastrophe. The New Shack, which is the biggest freaking king run salmon of them all. Bigger, I mean, the biggest in all of Alaska, into Bristol Bay, is an absolute fucking catastrophe. And I mean a catastrophe. So it's crashed hard, just like I said. You don't want to listen to me, you know. You go spend your money, go up there. I told you it was going to be emergency closed clear back then, in January. The marine biologist, Kevin Blanche, who gets it right all the time, just like I said, in January, the gray whales are going to collapse. Oh, did they collapse? So this gets better. So now it's a school teacher. This is the derelicts of Alaska Fish and Game. NOAA are the biggest derelicts on Earth. This is the derelicts of the scientific community, of the environmentalist community, the Greenpeace, Sierra Club. I mean, they're pieces of shit. It's all money, 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 money. Greenwashing, well petting, backstabbing. This is the fraud of Alaska Fish and Game. This is the fraud of ODFW, of WFW, of NOAA, of the EPA. This is the fraud. You know how many state employees are up there? You go to work for Alaska Fish and Game, you know you don't work. You don't do anything. They don't do anything. I'll prove it. So now, it's been a school teacher walking along, has noticed that there's a massive, giant amount of krill washing up. Big krill. And so she's gone to a local NOSA station, you know, and so then NOAA's come out after the fact, after she exposes it. A friend of hers on a radio show up there exposes it, grassrooters. Where the fuck is NOAA? Where the fuck is Alaska Fish and Game? I'll tell you where they are, just like this university, all these, everybody going to school, they're on vacation. They're in Europe, this is the decadence of usury that's turned into the government employee government employees in this country, agencies, EPA, no, they don't do anything. Just like academia professors, they don't teach. Where's anybody on Fukushima? Because it's all comfortability. They're just fucking, they don't give a shit about the environment. They don't give a shit anything. It's just free money. So, now, hear me out. In 2015, it was a retired guy up there in Bristol Bay who's friends with my uncle, who was just walking on the bay, and remember when all the Muirs washed up dead in 2015? And he called every agency they could. They wouldn't even talk to him. They wouldn't even talk to him. So I believe it was his granddaughter, worked at Channel 11 Anchorage. So he called her. And she, before the NSA and the freaking powers there be, she went out there with a camera crew and put it on the freaking, 10 o'clock news. And then, it's out there. With the internet and everything, we can move it and blah, 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 blah. So now NOAA's come out and said, add it to the list of unusual mortality. Let's see, what does a gray whale eat? It's just like, oh, the whale watching's over. 300 dead whales, which is really 3,000 dead whales. Grays, oh, nothing to see. Orca's moving into Monterey for the first time in history. They're still there. They're still in Monterey right now, in July. Unheard of? Absolutely unheard of. They're feeding on grays, dead grays. Because there's no Chinook salmon. So listen, this is important too. Now hear me out. Alaska is admitted to lying on numbers in a court of law. They lied to promote tourism and get up, come fishing to Alaska. That's what everybody does here. We're going to Alaska fishing. They don't know. Tourism economy, tourism economy, tourism economy. So they've been caught dead red in a court of law lying about numbers for the last several years. Now, the only place that does not lie about numbers is because Kevin Blanche holds their feet to the fire. Now, they classified me. There's plenty of proven documentation. The Army Corps Engineers classified me. I got classified into the Fukushima dynamic. I've been told that right by Barbara Proctor's office. She was head of the committee at the time, remember? When Allison McFarland, who was head of the NRC, threw her out? They classified me. Now, think about this. Why I'm full of critical condition. The marine biologist, the freaking activist, the truth. I have been all over Oregon for years to where they on my team now. You know, in Portland, their PR firm, you know, that works for the state, they told the Army Engineers to eat shit. They count everyone. So the only accurate number we get on the Columbia, which is the biggest one anyway, it's the most important. I can tell everybody. And I can tell the whole ecology by the Columbia River. It's that giant of a 2.5 miles wide, that massive beast. Bristol Bay, oh hell yeah. Oh, we had record numbers on freaking, you know, sockeye. They're not record numbers. They're not even close to record numbers. In 2015 they had 1.8 million. They're at 800,000. It was an early run because they're starving. I mean, the krill and the plant. This is, as I called it, the Great Pacific Gen. I first hypothesized the knowledge. They're going to lie about Fukushima. They're going to lie. They're going to circle the wagons. And I want to talk about Ricotta Iki real quick, too. People think, oh, she's alive, blah, blah, blah. They can keep you alive for a long time. The survival rate of what she has is less than 15%. She's in the fight of her life. She's in her 4th round of chemo right now. She'll be getting a bone marrow transplant soon. I mean, they keep you alive for a long time with blood. I mean, it's a brutal intense. She's probably down 35–40% of her body weight. I can tell by the pictures, and the, you know, the activists that I work with in Japan, who I'm going to be Skyping with soon, as soon as I can walk. I can barely walk. I broke my ankle, as you know. I can barely walk. And so, dead tide pull jumping, Bob Beam and Blanche. I mean, I got to get healthy for the 2020 fucking leukemia games. Me and Ricotta Iki. I mean, it's going to be all or nothing with her with the bone marrow transplant. She has a lot working for her because she's a beast. She's physical as hell. And they don't want her to go. They're going to put every resource into her, and she's so athletic, and she's, the younger you are, the more chance you have of surviving the bone marrow transplant. I mean, there's a lot going for her, and we want her to live. You know, and everybody says, well, she says, she can't say anything. Come on, the United States runs Japan, total Japan. That's where all this is coming from. I mean, this is, your opinion to me doesn't mean shit. It's unarguable proof at this point, unarguable proof. Everything, you think about what risk I took as far as hypothesizing these numbers. We had record numbers all over, up and down, record. To say, and expected, on record escapement. Everybody laughed at me. This can't collapse, it ain't gonna collapse. These are gonna be record historic numbers. Just like I said, 60,000 views that video has, right here. You know, why did Google allow that one to have 60? All my videos would have 60, 70, 100,000, they would allow it. They got the brakes on me. But, you know, it's the library. It is what it is. The American populace, they don't want to know the truth. They're in fairy tale land. Comfortability, the fucking decadence of usury. You know? They traded in their health for some fucking dickheads they never met's wealth. Oh, no, Fukushima, full blown out meltdowns being pushed into the city. Oh, there's no byproduct for that. There's nothing. Scientists are mystified, they're puzzled, they're baffled, they're stumped, they're perplexed, and then grassrooters have to do all this work because they're derelicts. They're lazy. They're pieces of shit. You know, just like academia professors. There ain't no professors on this campus in the summer. They're in fucking Europe. They're in fucking, well, they're all over. The south of France, fucking, you know, getting back rubs. That's what fucking it's turned into. Government employees, what a joke. What a clown fucking circus. That'd all be locked up, every fucking one of them. It's fucking disgusting. So these are the numbers, as I said right here. They're going to fucking, on their new shack, into Bristol Bay. That's the big one. That's the biggest king salmon run by fucking far up there. And the other big king one, the Columbia River. I don't use that fucking word king. I hate that word. They're Chinook. The average one goes to sea for 5 years. That record turns in 2050. This is, I mean, you don't want to hear it. You know, oh, just all the krill dead. As I said, it will break the chain. Oh, somebody told me one time, oh, radiation, Fukushima can't kill a 60,000 pound humpback whale. When I wrote Fukushima killed me, I said, I never said it did. I said plutonium killed it. It killed their food. It's a fucking ecology, stupid. It's an eco chain. You know, they're plankton feeders. Zooplankton, photoplankton fucking feeders. Fuck, Fukushima broke the fuck. You think for every action there's a reaction. The greatest action in human history is the meltdowns of Fukushima. The greatest crime in history, the cover-up. Trump and Obama for prison. Trump and Obama for prison. They covered this up. For tourism economy, tourism, Pacific Ocean dies, stock market makes all-time highs. This is a catastrophe. You know, the ocean has collapsed. The tide pools are, I got people all over. I got the Dana Point ones. I mean, I've been looking at videos all morning. You know, I'm in a lot of pain with my fucking foot. I mean, it's bad. And so, fuck, it's one disaster after another. It's a lonely fight, but thank you to the school teacher that went at him. Thank you to the radio show. Thank you to Anchorage Television. You know, there's some grassrooters, but Alaska fishing game, Oregon fishing game, Washington fishing game, California fucking fish. I mean, they should be locked up. Academia professors, fucking, you know, marine biology, every one of them should be fucking put in jail. Participating in this fucking, I mean, just because of their laziness, their patheticness, go along with their golden handcuffs. I mean, the zenith of life is comfortability, I guess. Well, we'll see. So, as I said, right here, 60,000 fucking views in the snow. What a catastrophe. Stay tuned.